Alright, hello again. We're back with another Kagurabachi chapter video. This one is chapter 123. And yeah, I don't really have any words. Last chapter, you know what I'm saying? The main thing was that Kunishige started writing the plan to make the enchanted blades with the help of Subaru, most likely, and Shiba. So yeah, this chapter is titled Chiaki. So it's probably going to be all about Chiaki, the Soga clan princess, and hopefully, God willing, Kunishige's future wife and Chihiro's mother. Just I'm just praying that's the case. Anyway, yeah, let's get into it. So it starts at a meeting of experts regarding the Enchanted Blade plan. So at 3 a.m. March 21st, this is the same day that Kunishige began writing the plan for the Enchanted Blades. By the way, um, yeah, they're at a meeting with the higher ups, and they're talking about the Enchanted Blades and how like it's able to come to fruition in a sense. We believe that in theory, the Enchanted Blade proposed by Master Urita could be realized. But they're skeptical of it because the Dantiseki is an iron ore that has to be turned into steel to be made into a katana. But if you remember, Dantiseki like not explode. Well, technically, yeah, explodes when it comes to like fire and stuff like that. It explodes when it reaches a certain like heat index. So that's why they're all so skeptical to do this because people will die if they try and make swords out of this Danseki. And they also only have a limited amount of it, so they only have a few chances to even do this if they wanted to do this. And they're also skeptical because they said Kunishige, or because Kunishige said himself that he could do this all by himself. Which remember, Kunishige is not a name at this point yet. He doesn't know no, or he doesn't have any connections. He's not really a popular swordsman. Nobody knows him, so they're very skeptical of him. But Hasumi, who's the main like suit, who's on like Rokihira's side, they're talking. He's talking about, oh, he's got a unusual eye. He's picked out everything we've done privately in like a year, or privately in a year, and like, you know what I'm saying. Basically, he's just saying that he has an unusual eye and he's smart when it comes to like swordsmithing and stuff like that. So yeah. And then we have a worker coming in as well, talking about they have a message from the Kagari clan. Now, if you don't remember, the Kagari clan is the same clan Hiyuki is from, and Hiyuki is the girl with flame bones. So yeah, that's how that works. So we get a picture of a Hiyuki clan. I'm assuming Hiyuki's father, her mother, and her sibling. I don't know if that's a brother or a sister. I don't know, but basically get this message that and then we actually wait before we do that. I'm just gonna read this from the page. All right. Flamebone of the Starving, the mystical weapon proposed to counter the Mikaboshi, belongs to the Kagari clan of fire sorcerers. So they're all fire sorcerers in the Kagari clan. Due to its immense power, very few are able to wield Flamebone. The wife of the patriarch will give birth in 6 months. Apparently, she suffered burns to her stomach due to her pregnancy. Normally, it's impossible for a member of the Kagari clan to sustain burns based on their physical makeup. The first child or this child will be Flamebone, the first Flamebone wielder. Blah, blah, blah. My God, I can't read. This child will be the first Flamebone wielder in 400 years. We already have a name, Hiyuki. And then we see the mother's stomach has like, Naruto's stomach, how he has the seal around his like, belly button. That's kind of what she has going on. So yeah, that's how Hiyuki was born. Or that's Hiyuki's story, kind of per se. And now that they know that Hiyuki is on the way, now they want to rely on Flamebone. Also, let me read this. Let me ask y'all if this is crazy or not. 3 months after birth, they can begin test runs, after which various fine-tuning will be required so that Flamebone can be wielded a year from now. In other words, if we wait 1 year, we have a chance at victory. Now, I don't think they're saying that they're going to send a 1-year-old to war. That's not what I'm thinking. I don't think these guys are that stupid to do that. I don't think that's the case. But they're going to do tests on a 3-month-old to make sure that Flamebone is like, nah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. They really trying to say that they really trying to get Flamebone working on a 3-month-old. They're trying to do tests on a 3-month-old. I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. And they're talking about it's much more, and this dude's talking about it's much more realistic than this enchanted blade nonsense. And they're talking about, and they saying this, but realistically, the Mikaboshi is not gonna wait a year, gang. They're not gonna wait a year just for you to get a fighting chance. That's not gonna happen. Like, what are we talking about? That's not gonna happen. So they obviously point out that the Mikaboshi are gonna invade in a year's time, obviously. So they're talking about they have to buy time, and then it cuts to Chiaki again. So she's just in her room, or she's just looking at the old princess, the former princess, excuse me, the former princess of the Soka clan before her, the one that could tell the prophecies. Let's remember, she's from a minor branch of the family, so she's not, or yeah, she's from a minor branch of the family, so she normally just helps out with the family in a sense. All right. And then we have her. The previous princess came into the role around the time I was born. Once when I was little, she taught me how to make tea. She was a beautiful woman. The day of the day of power of the prophecy. The day the power of the prophecy came to me is etched clearly in my memory. For one thing, I've never seen my mother so frantic, since it was the first time in history it showed up in a minor offshoot of the clan, but also it was the last time I touched Kunishige. Yep, get ready for the tears, bro. Get ready for the tears. I can't lie. Get ready for the tears. I did tear up a little bit reading this chapter, I ain't gonna lie. This chapter is kind of sad, I ain't gonna lie. And then we get this panel of Kunishige carrying Chiaki on his back. I'm assuming after she passed out from from like the prophecy, or from her prophecy power or whatever. Man. I was outside that day when I suddenly lost consciousness. Kunishige carried me home. Apparently, my mother gave him a bold or good scolding. See, like, that's the thing, man. Just because, like, her mother is not used to royalty, right? She's not used to this royalty. She's from the minor branch of the clan. She's not accustomed to being a person of royalty. But I still don't like her, man. This this guy, this guy carried your daughter on his shoulders and brought her home safely after she passed out. And you're scolding him? Bro, I hate her mother so much. It's not even funny. I hate her mother so much. It's not even funny. Kunishige was part of a group of neighborhood kids I used to play with when I didn't have chores. She explained this before with Azami, Shiba, and Kunishige. R.I.P. Azami, I'll miss you, bro. You were fire for the time you were here. A bunch of dumb kids doing dumb stuff together. And then here come her hating ass mom again. You can't play with those kids anymore. Starting today, you represent our system of order. You have a very important job protecting our society. You were chosen by fate. It's a tremendous honor. Shut up! Shut up! Like, why can't I just be happy? Like, I feel like I could be the princess and be happy at the same time. Like, what are we talking about? That's so weird. I hate her, bro. I hate her so much. Again, I understand her. Like, I understand her, but at the same time, she's just being weird about it. I don't know. And we hear from her. I was hardly allowed to go outside anymore, and I wasn't allowed to hang out with some nobody guy. And I wasn't allowed to hang out with some nobody guy. Yeah, because remember she was talking about some. You're supposed to marry a very popular and successful man or something like that. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then we got the goat Sheba, my goat, my glorious king Sheba, dropping letters through the ceiling to Chiaki, which is really cute. I love that. W wingmanning from Sheba. W wingmanning. Sheba always been my guy. You know what I'm saying? Sheba always been my guy. Stop playing with my goat, man. My goat do anything for his homeboy. That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about? Back then, and then we hear from her again. Back then, I still had vague hopes that somehow one day, and then she doesn't say what she's talking about. We all know what she's talking about. She's talking about one day she could be with Konoshige. I can't see his name properly. That one day he could be with Kunishige without the clan. You know what I'm saying? Pressuring her, stuff like that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And then we find out that one of her attendants was the one that said that Kunishige was sneaking her letters. And then here she go talking about, we're already a minor offshoot of the main family. How many times have I told you it's important to have impeccable manners? For now, I managed to convince them that a random stranger was sending them to you without your consent, Chiaki, but it can't happen again. Bro, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're being so weird about it for no reason, man. I don't know. Being so weird about it. Maintaining order requires that all sorcerers follow unwritten rules. They're allowed to practice their activities to a certain level as long as they're discreet and cause no disturbance to the general public. Even if one clan violates that understanding and oversteps the limitations, it will be revealed in a prophecy of a disturbance to the nation. If the Soga princess names them, they must answer to the sword of justice. Her prophecies could even determine the survival of the clan. Which that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. And then we got her mama again, still hating. The Soka princess can't behave like an individual. Any mistrust would cause the whole system to collapse. Don't you ever forget who you are. You're responsible for the for the course of history. Like, all right, Trunks. Attention, all Proud Warriors. Like, shut up, bro. Like, you're so lame. Like, I hate her, bro. Can't stand her. And then we have Chiaki. I understood the logic, but after that incident, I had a vision. And I'm assuming this vision is the attack on the not Swordsmith Village. I'm thinking of fucking Demon Slayer. Uh, I'm assuming this vision is the night that, or the day, excuse me, the day that Kunishige dies. I don't know why. It just seems I don't know why. Considering what happens later in the chapter and like I don't know how it looks right now. I think she got the vision of the day Kunishige died, and is trying to like I don't know. I don't know. And then this vision is what finally gets her to start listening, not listening to her mom, but like start doing what's right for the clan, quote unquote. If I didn't take my role seriously, there would be consequences. More than anything, I was terrified of putting Kunishige in danger. Which that's what makes me think that this is about, or that vision was about Kunishige more and more. So she took all of Kunishige's letters and sadly burned all of them. This is really sad to think about. And she's obviously sad about it too. She obviously did not want to burn those letters. If this is my role till my dying day, at the very least, if I can protect you, then it shows all the people that died on Hiroshima. Mashiro, Shoshinojo, Hiruto, the burning ship, Shiba. Well, Shiba didn't die, but he got very badly injured, and he did show up in the prophecy. Or he did show up in the panel. And then March 20th, she wakes up. This is after the Hiroshima talks, but a day before the what's it called? The meeting with the meeting with the higher ups and the writing of the enchanted blade plan or whatever. So Chiaki wakes up in like a cold sweat, and then she feels guilty because she feels like she didn't warn the people properly enough about what happens. And then she talks about that the enemy is demanding her surrender. And then we get the picture of and then we get the face of the what's him the Mikaboshi King. This loser, bro. I haven't seen this guy. We haven't seen this guy enough, bro. I already hate him. I already hate him. Based off what he said last chapter, the princess of the Soga clan will bear my child. I hate her. I hate him. Not her, excuse me. I hate him. I hate him so much. I don't know what it is, bro. I hate him. And this is probably one of the saddest things I've read in this manga so far. I can't even lie. This is genuinely one of the saddest things I've read in this manga. If that means avoiding the worst case scenario, I don't mind. I don't mind surrendering myself. I can't let any more. And her mother interrupts her. Don't be ridiculous. You're the most important. And Chiaki interrupts her mother again. I'm not important. I've forgotten that warmth. The me that is Princess Soga isn't important to me. Ooh, that is hard. That is hard. I can't lie. That actually hits so hard. The me that is Princess Soga isn't important to me. Like, why can't we just let her be with Kunishige, bro? This is so stupid, man. Then we have some more narration stuff. March 24th, the Enchanted Blade play proposed by Shinsaku Hasumi was rejected. Which they don't even give Kunishige the credit for writing the thing, which is crazy. The Sorcery Bureau conditionally accepts the Mikaboshi's demands, and they agree to surrender Chiaki Soga. Yikes, man, yikes. Then, and it does say conditionally surrender. They conditionally accept the Mikaboshi's demands, and the condition was that they would have a year of peace, so that they can have Flamebone ready. Which, by the way, the probably the biggest gamble of all time, because what if Hiyuki didn't have Flamebone, or what if Hiyuki wasn't able to possess Flamebone? Then you would have wait a year and then you would die. Like, so what's the point? And then we get the panel of the Mikaboshi King again, talking about some she will bear my child. God, I hate that. God, I hate that so much. Please, bro. I actually teared up when I saw that, bro. When I first read the chapter. Bro, please do not let that happen. Please, man. That is that would be I hate that. Ooh, I hate that idea so much. And then we have Hasumi and I keep forgetting his name. It's the old guy with like, King Kai's glasses? He's the old guy with the King Kai glasses that was with Hakuri whenever the Kamonabi headquarters was getting raided initially. He says, well, it's extremely convenient for the Mikaboshi. Talking about he's thinking about the 1 year truce, and then obviously it takes 9 months to have a child, so yeah, that's why it would be convenient. But she's from a minor branch of the family. He's trying to like rationalize with himself. And there hasn't been an official announcement. But 6 months ago, a baby girl, Jesus, was born into the Soge clan's direct lineage. Even if Princess Chiaki has a baby, the power of the prophecy will pass to the child descended from the core bloodlines. In other words, either way, the Soka clan will retain the power of prophecy that signifies the system of our order. Of order. Not our order. Not of our order. Of order. So he's basically saying that, oh, you know what I mean, since since there's already been a baby girl born into the core bloodline, there won't be we don't gotta worry about the bloodline, or Princess Soga, you know what I'm saying? Not destroying the bloodline, but like, um, I don't know the word for it, but basically saying that we don't have to worry about the power of prophecy going away or whatever. Yeah. That's basically it. That's basically it. And then Hasumi presses him, talking about, does that make it okay to force Chiaki to bear the child of the Mikaboshi king? Which, thank you, use your brains. Like, what? Just because the power won't go to the Mikaboshi, that doesn't make it okay that she's gonna get forced to have a child. That doesn't make it okay. Like, what? What are we talking about? It says, wait just 1 minute. What makes you so sure that Chiaki's child won't inherit the power? After all, it shouldn't show up in a minor branch. After it never showed up in a minor branch before, right? And the old guy says never officially. In the Soga clan, the primary bloodline reigns supreme. Many deem it improper for power to be relegated to a minor branch as it is now. Nobody says it out loud, but they've been waiting for this opportunity. Not to mention the Sorcery Bureau, which benefits from the Soga clan's not to mention the Sorcery Bureau, which benefits from the Soga clan's allegiance. That's why this decision, most importantly, she agreed to it. The Hiroshima incident was extremely upsetting for her. They're taking advantage of her vulnerability, said by Hasumi. And the old guy, a year from now, if we can command Flamebone, our chances will improve dramatically. But if they invade now, all is lost. Right, so, like, I don't understand the point of, like, just trying to, of, oh, we gotta set this 1 year truce. Because what's stopping them from breaking that truce and invading you right now? Literally nothing. Nothing is stopping them from invading that truce. So remember, they hate the Soga clan. Like, why would they listen? Why would they listen to the people that listen to the Soga clan? Like, they hate them. So, like, I don't know, bro. Compared to the hopeless situation we're in now, we have no other choice. And then we see Kunishige reading a letter from Chiaki. I can't really read it, but I think it says, when my mother something something met at the something something, I want to see you again, by Chiaki. And then Kunishige is mad when he's reading this. Not, I don't think mad actually. I think he's more determined or something like that. But I feel like this means that they're gonna go through with the Enchanted Blade plan anyway. Which, what's the point of going through with the Enchanted Blade plan if you already gave up the princess and you're already trying to make Flamebone? Or if you're already trying to get Flamebone on your side? I don't understand the point of making the Enchanted Blades now if you've already rejected the plan. Like, they literally gave up Chiaki for no reason. They could have kept Chiaki, they could have made the Enchanted Blades, and then they... I don't know, bro. I don't, bro. I'm just mad, bro. The government in this sorry, I'm thinking about the anime. The show, fuck, the show again. The government in this manga is so fucking... I hate them so much. Ooh, they're so stupid. Ooh, they're dumb. But anyway, that is it for Kagurabachi chapter 123. Insane chapter. I really hope that Chiaki isn't going to be forced to have a child. I really hope that's not the case. And if that does happen for whatever reason, I really hope that kid isn't Chihiro. I hope Kunishige is actually the father. I hope Kunishige really is the father of Chihiro. If Chihiro's actually the son of the Mikaboshi King, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad for sure. I don't. I, I can't even talk with how much I hate that idea. Because Kunishige really loved Chihiro, and I'm assuming it's the same way for Chiaki. I'm assuming Chiaki really loved Chihiro as well. I mean, Chiaki wasn't in his life whenever you know what I'm saying, Kunishige and him were living alone. But I don't remember I don't remember exactly how she... I think she did die. I don't remember how she did, but I think she does die, sadly. But I'm praying that the Mikaboshi King is not the father of Chihiro. I'm praying that's not the case. If so, that would be disgusting that Chihiro was made in such a hateful way. I would hate that. I would hate that so much. But yeah, that's it for Kagurabachi chapter 123. Hope you all enjoy this one. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye and stay safe.